Hey guys, welcome back to Fantasy Tipped. Julian here with another Drops episode. If you haven't already, guys, please leave a like and hit that subscribe button. We're nearing 7,000 subscribers. Actually, we're getting really close. There's a handful of subscribers away. So thanks to all of you guys that have already subscribed to this channel. And thanks to any of you guys that choose to subscribe today. Let's jump into it now. And let's start with some forwards that you can consider dropping from your team today. And first on the list, I have Jake DeBrusk. And recently, he did have a couple of pretty decent games. But Jake DeBrusk is still not getting top power play time in Boston and is playing on an okay line right now. Not really that great of a line with JVR and Zacha, and seems to have gone cold. Definitely not someone that needs to be owned in all league formats. If you're in a super deep league, obviously, you're going to be hanging on to DeBrusk. But if you're in a shallower league, definitely droppable guy. Lawson Krause is another guy who unfortunately at this point is starting to become droppable. He did score a goal recently, but if you go and watch the goal, the Pittsburgh Penguins scored in their own net, and Krause was just lucky enough that he was the last one to touch the puck. So yeah, he's pretty cold right now. Playing on the second line right now with Zucker. He's not getting top power play time. His floor is okay, but not someone that needs to be owned in 50% of leagues. Pavel Zacha, playing on that line with DeBrusk. Someone that I don't think needs to be owned in 40% of leagues either. If you're in a super deep league, you're going to hang on to him. But other than that, guys, Zacha, to me, doesn't need to be owned right now. Cole Perfetti as well has gone cold for Winnipeg. And even though Winnipeg's been one of the best teams in the league, right now I'm not a huge fan of having Cole Perfetti on your team unless you're in a super deep league. Philip Danault. Yeah, the Kings just had a really nice schedule. So definitely he was added in quite a few leagues. Now, though, the Kings don't really have the best schedule. You can keep him for that one game before the All-Star break, but after that, I would definitely consider dropping him because he only plays one game the whole next week. And for a guy who's super cold, definitely not worth holding. In terms of defensemen, Brady Shea does not need to be owned in 69% of leagues. He's someone who's droppable in pretty much all league formats there, like 8-man, 10-man, 12-man. He's droppable. Deeper than that, I might consider holding on to him, but his ceiling is never all that high. His floor is never that low, but he's just not someone I'm overly high on. Doesn't get a whole lot of power play time, and I'm just not all that high on him. Noah Hannafin as well, not playing particularly well right now and not getting top power play time, so he's the kind of guy that you add when he's doing well and you drop when he's not. Right now, he's really not playing very well fantasy-wise. Travis Sanheim, someone who's droppable right now. He's also a guy who gets super hot and you need to add him, and then he goes super cold like right now, and you need to drop him. Jacob Slavin, someone who definitely shouldn't be owned in 43% of leagues. He's a defensive defenseman, and while he was doing pretty good earlier in the year, his floor hasn't even been that good, and he's not putting up any points at all. So Jacob Slavin is a definite drop here. And Brendan Dillon, I know Winnipeg's the best team in the league right now, but Dillon is not that guy that you need to be owning. He's not an offensive defenseman at all, and while his floor has been decent most of the year, right now he's not doing a whole lot of anything. As far as goalies go, Carter Hart tops the list of goalies that you need to be dropping at this point. He may not play again this year. If you want to throw him on IR from now until February 5th and see what goes on, you can do that, but I think that he's going to end up not playing for the rest of the year at least, so he's probably a drop here. Jonathan Quick is a backup goalie in New York, and he hasn't been playing particularly well lately, so he's a drop. Laurent Brossoit is 31% rostered, but he's a backup goalie in Winnipeg. Yeah, he's been playing great whenever he's called upon, but he's not called upon very often, so definitely shouldn't be owned in almost a third of leagues. Karel Vejmelka is once again the backup in Arizona, not starting pretty much any games at all, and when he was called upon, hasn't been playing particularly well, so he's a drop. And Scott Wedgwood at 19% rostered is also a drop with Ottinger back. He's not getting that many starts, so he's definitely droppable. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. If you enjoyed the content today, please leave a like and hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate you watching this video. And if you did hit that subscribe button, I really do appreciate you. We're on the road to 7,000 and we're almost there. I'll catch you in the next episode of Fantasy Tipped.